Hello students, welcome back to chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss very important topic. In that we will discuss how do metals and non-metals react and what type of compound is formed when metals and non-metals react and why do metals and non-metals react. What are the properties of metals and non-metals? So, if you understand my point, please like, share and subscribe my channel Chemistry with Santosh Sir. But Chemistry with Santosh Sir, Haraya Basti. So, please subscribe my channel. If you are subscribing, I will make more and more videos about this. So, please students subscribe. If any doubt related to chemistry, you can comment. And you can take my number, this number. And any query if you want, you can ask anytime. You can ask anytime. So please students like and subscribe my channel. Hello students, welcome back to chemistry class. In previous video, we have discussed how do metals and non-metals react. That video was being so bigger, so I quit that. And properties of the ionic compounds is given in this video. Let us see what are the properties of ionic compounds. And what are ionic compound we have already discussed. So what are ionic compound or electrovalent compound? You should watch the video till end. Don't quit the video between that. Otherwise, it would be difficult to understand the points. Okay, and you see the compounds and their definition. So we will discuss here. First, we will define what are ionic compound. So what are ionic compound? The compound formed by the transfer of electron from metal to non-metal is known as ionic or electrovalent compound. What? The compound formed by the transfer of electron from metal to non-metal is known as ionic or electrovalent compound. Now we will discuss properties of ionic compound. Properties of ionic compound. So what is first property? Physical state. Physical state. And one point I will tell you, oppositely charged ions are attracted by strong electrostatic force. Due to strong electrostatic force between the oppositely charged ions, they show different properties from other compounds. So positively charged ions, what I told, cations, cation, and negatively is anion. What is negative charge? Is anion and positive charge is cation. Okay. So let us see what are the properties of ionic compound. Here, physical properties. So ionic compounds are solid. What? Ionic compounds are solid. Somewhat hard. Ionic compounds are solid, somewhat hard. Due to strong electrostatic force between the oppositely charged. Physical property, ionic compounds are solid and somewhat hard due to strong electrostatic attractive force. Due to attractive forces between oppositely charged ions. What are two ions? One is positive, another one is negative. Okay. They are generally brittle. They are generally brittle and breaking into pieces when pressure applied. So what is first point? Physical properties. Ionic compounds are solid and somewhat hard due to strong electrostatic force between the oppositely charged ions. What are two oppositely charged ions? One is positive. Positive charged ion is known as cation, and negative charged ion is known as anion. And they are generally brittle and breaking into your pieces when pressure applied. Next point is melting and boiling point. Next is what is melting and boiling point. So their melting and boiling point is higher than the, let us say, melting MP melting point and BP boiling point. Melting and boiling points of ionic compounds are higher than the covalent compound. And what are covalent compound? Compound formed by the sharing of electrons is known as covalent compound. Means ionic compound. So little I will tell you here. Ionic compound that we have discussed. How does ionic bond form? Transfer of electron. Okay. Covalent compound. Sharing of electron. Okay. And coordination compound. It is not in your syllabus, but I will explain little. So in 11th class it will be, you see, and 11th class students can understand better ionic compound, covalent compound and coordination compound. So what is this? Coordination compound means one by one we will discuss. We have already discussed ionic compound, transfer of electron, that sodium has transfer electron to chlorine, like that is ionic compound. Sharing of electron means like this: H2, Cl2, N2, O2. So these are what? These are covalent compound. CO2, these are covalent compound. So in covalent compound you will see sharing of like hydrogen. Okay, sharing of electron here. Two hydrogen, so I have shown little different. Hydrogen of this one I have shown like this. So here and here. I have already told that each element has desired to complete its octane and noble gas electronic configuration. So noble nearest hydrogen noble gas is helium, and how many electrons are? 2 electrons. So by this both have got stable configuration, means 2 electron there and 2 electron there. Means don't say that is 4 for sharing only. So what we have seen, like this in N2 there is triple bond, means electron shared. And how does we can write nitrogen? Nitrogen electron configuration 2 5. Okay, so 3 electron needed to this atom and 3 to that. So they will share 3 electrons and they will form N2 like this. See in Cl2 287. How many electrons needed? 1 electron. So in Cl2 like this, they will share one electron and they will form compounds. So like this we can understand. Means covalent compounds are formed by the sharing of electrons. Covalent compounds are formed by the sharing of electrons. So if you want a video on ionic compounds, covalent compounds and quadratic compound, please comment and take my number and message me. Sir, we want video on this 9984589985. So you can message me, sir, we want video on this. Otherwise you can share my channel. You can share my channel Chemistry with Santosh sir, and whatever video you want that is related to chemistry, I will provide you. So for chemistry, you can message to my channel Chemistry with Santosh sir, Harayavasti. You can visit, and whatever video you want, you comment, I will make you. If you want that about bond, different type of bonds, you comment me, I will make video about this. So things will be clear. Yeah, and coordinate bond like this. In this, the both shared electron is given by only one atom, like this NH3 and BF3. Okay, so like this, understand? It will form a bond. Understand? So NH3 here, like this bond is shown. Coordinate bond is shown like this. Okay. Covalent bond is shown single bond, double bond or triple bond like this. And ionic bonds are shown like this. Like this. Like Na plus and Cl minus there. We have already discussed. So if you want videos about these points, you comment and I will give the video about this topics. So let us move to our point. It was there, so I explained little. If you want detail, you comment to my channel. So we want video about that, I will make the video. Next is solubility. So ionic compounds are soluble in water. Ionic compounds are soluble in water. Ionic compounds are soluble in water. And insoluble and insoluble in organic solvent like petroleum, kerosene, etc. Okay, petroleum and kerosene, etc. And their solubility decreases as the mass of this increases. Okay. So solubility. Ionic compounds are soluble in water but insoluble in organic solvent. Last point is conduction of electricity. What is last point is conduction of electricity. I would like to say you that you should watch the video till end. If you do not watch the video till end, You will not be able to understand the point. Don't see video is very big. That video is very big, so don't see like that. You are studying in 10th class and 11th class, so you should watch the video. You will not get 5 minutes, 10 minutes videos because your syllabus is little broad. So according that you will get the video. So the students, please watch till end. Next is conductivity, conduction of electricity. Conduction of electricity. Everybody can watch this video to clear the ionic compounds. How does ionic compounds are formed? Covalent compounds and coordination compounds. Okay, so electrovalent compounds do not conduct electricity in solid state, but in molten state they conduct electricity, because in molten states ions are free to move. If ions are free to means electrons are free to move, so they conduct electricity. But in solid form, due to strong electrostatic attraction force, they can't move. So in solid form, they do not conduct electricity, while in molten states they conduct the electricity. So let us write ionic compounds do not conduct electricity in solid state, while conduct in molten states, because movement of ions only possible in molten state. In solid state, ions are not free to move, so they do not conduct electricity. And you might be knowing the for conduction of electricity there should be free ions. If ions are free to move, then that can conduct the electricity. If ions are not free to move, that will not conduct in electricity. So what we got here means in solid states there is strong electrostatic force, so they are not free to move. Means ions are not free to move, so they do not conduct electricity. While in molten states, ions are free to move, so they conduct electricity. So thank you students for watching this video, and please share, like and comment about this video if you understand whatever I am teaching. Please students, like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.